Kai, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by with ESPN. Welcome back to Fight Week. Does it feel a little bit extra special this week, different given, I guess, the ups and downs of the last 12 months?
Definitely. It's awesome to be here. I owe Perth a fight. I wasn't there. I was here as a guest fighter last time. I was supposed to fight, but I got injured. And here we are now, big fight in front of me, and more than ready. Man, I've been dreaming of this for the last year, visualising this, and I'm just excited. I'm in a great place. I've had a great build-up with our team at City Kickboxing, and they have two teammates on the card as well, Dan and Izzy. We're just excited.
Yeah, talk to me about that. That's not too many gyms in the UFC have this experience where time and time again you get to come out, head to a different city with your brothers, throw down together. How special is that?
I think we realise that this isn't forever. So while we're doing it, just being more appreciative of what's actually happening, more present and more intentional of what the goal is, and just enjoying the process and enjoying this journey. And every day we get closer to the fight, it's a great feeling because everyone's just looking so sharp. It's been a great 12 weeks build-up. It's been a great, year, if you really go back that far. Just perspective on things. Injuries can always be seen as a bad thing, but I think it allowed me time to reflect. It allowed me time to sit on a few things, and it allowed me time to put energy into my other responsibilities. So when I'm back in my normal setting, we're all in and just enjoying it all. So we're in a great place.
When we spoke in Sydney, you were talking about CKB upgrading the software.
Yep.
Take me inside that in the last 6 weeks.
Yeah, so we've tapped into High Performance Sport New Zealand, using all their, facilities and resources to, get that 1% better. All those, marginal gains that all make a difference on fight night. So that's in the recovery, that's in the volume, that's in the deload weeks, that's in just how we can do things better. We've got a system that's obviously been high level and world class for years, but it's something else that we've had to kind of dive into, and that's the strength and conditioning side of things. We love to tick off all the boxes at our gym, over prepare, but sometimes that hurts us rather than helps us. So to have the specialists there to kind of fine tune things. I think that's what has made this one of the best camps ever.
Talk to me about Izzy the last 6 weeks. What have you seen working alongside him, putting the hard yards next to him? What are we going to see Sunday?
He's just so focused. Seeing Izzy's training camp and workload, he's just doing things a lot more smarter. And I think that's being a professional athlete. Not that he wasn't a professional athlete, but he could get away with a lot of things just being so talented, and he's just that good. But now him, really fine-tuning everything that he's doing, his diet, his sleeping, his conditioning, all of those things are going to play a massive factor in this fight. So he's getting a bit older, but he's looking the best ever. So I'm excited for his performance. I'm excited for Dan's performance, and obviously myself. But being close to home, it's going to make a big difference. Channeling, our people that have come over to watch us fight, the New Zealanders and the Aussie fans that support us. It's a win for this region. So I'm excited for Sunday.
We know the spirit of the Maori warrior lives inside you. Talk to me about how that's helped you over the past 12 months and how that's spurring you on this week.
I guess, but me being Māori and tapping into my culture, my heritage, and it's in my blood. It allows me to make sense of what I do as a job, as a career, and the person I am, and just anchors me. It lets me know that the people that have come before me have shown me the blueprint of how to do this. Even though we're the modern day version of warriors and gladiators, it's been done before. So definitely gives me, sense of, it allows me to be present, but also there's no emotion. I just go in there and I have a job to do, and I channel all of that on fight night as a switch. I'm a pretty tamed and you know, like softly spoken, sensitive guy. But when I step in there, I'm that warrior version. I'm there to be kill or be killed. You know, I'm not that brother, that husband, that father role. I'm that warrior version. So it's it's a two-way street. You got to be able to play both roles. But I guess over the years you'll find how to tap into that and how to switch. And that's what you'll be seeing Sunday, that maturity, that experience, and that kind of energy.
We know you've spoken about it many times, how it's almost like Team Anzac in this part of the world. There's no bad blood between you and Steve. Does that make it a difficult fight to prepare for in terms of trying to manufacture some fuel, some aggression?
Oh, definitely not. He's stepping in he's in the way of my dreams, and that's to be a world champion. You know, he's taking food off my table, providing for my family. So it's not easy for me to take that away from, I guess, the lead up to this fight. I don't have to hate someone to fight them. I've been doing this for years now. It's a job for me, and it's what I love to do. I love to challenge myself and challenge myself against the best guys. And Steve's definitely one of them. But yeah, we can be friends after. But this is my time, and I'm going to go out there and take it and take out the hometown boy.
What about stylistically? There's some interesting numbers here. Steve has 4 inches of height on you, and you give away an inch in leg reach, but you've got him an inch on reach up top. How do you see the two styles coming together?
I've always been the shorter fighter. It's nothing new to me. A lot of this is going to be, we're going to find out fight night. I don't look too much into my opponents. I leave that to my team. You know, they're one of the best in the world at breaking down fights and picking up the habits and tendencies that our opponents do. I just focus on myself, and that's fighting. It's always you against yourself, and if opponents change or whatever, it can throw you off. So that's why I just focus on stuff that I can control, and that's bringing my best.
You have 6 knockdowns in UFC flyweight history, which is 3rd in the division all time. What does that say about the power in your hands, and how have you been able to enhance that in your time away?
It's something that you either have or you don't have. You can't really train to do it, and that's obviously pound for pound strength. Been able to deadlift 200 kgs, been able to bench 100 kgs for a flyweight. There's not many that can do that. And then transferring that into punching power. So I guess Steve's going to find out when we're in the pocket and I land that big shot. It's a lot about being accurate, timing, range. A lot of these things that people don't really see, it goes over their head. That's just how small the, I guess, details are. The stats in the UFC for this flyweight division, they're something to take away from. But you know, I was one of the guys that was keeping this flyweight division alive when, at one point, we were going to be. The UFC were talking about taking us away and dissolving this whole division. So I'm pretty lucky that I was able to go out there and entertain and showcase that flyweights do have knockout power, and we can get finishes, and you'll see that on Sunday.
It's a big fight, right, on many levels. It's co-main, the hometown boy. You guys are right there in the title picture. Your desire to get back to another crack at the belt, how strong is it?
Oh, it means everything to me. Being in the setting is just, I'm really just enjoying everything about it, but also how much I've put into this, the build up to just get back to this moment. That's what fuels me. Knowing that where I've come from, I knew that this was probably the best thing ever, was to take time away. So when I'm back in my normal setting, I'm coming in fresh. You know, fighting for a world title, I've done it before. It doesn't just take a toll physically, but mentally. The camp that you need to do, the mindset, it's draining. And obviously Steve's just coming off a fight camp like that, being coming up short against Pantoja, for the world title. So I'm coming in fresh. While these flyweights have been beating each other up, I've taken my time and I'm more than ready to get back in there and go to war. So that's what I'm tapping into, having 2 teammates on the card. We've been in the trenches together for the last 12 weeks. We're built for these moments, and I go towards the pressure. I welcome it. The noise of support, or if you're there to support against me, I just channel it all. And when I step in there, come Sunday, I'm coming for everything that I deserve, and I'll get it done.
It's going to be one of the rare occasions in this part of the world where you're not going to be enjoying the home support. How do you use that then on Sunday? Do you feed off it? Do you block it out? What's the mentality?
I don't know. I feel like I'm going to have a good reception. There's so many Kiwis and especially Māori that live in Perth. So, I feel like it's a win for this region, for Anzacs, for New Zealand and Australia, for this flyweight division, to be on such a high-profile pay-per-view and be co-main. It just shows that we're doing all the right things. Me and Steve are both fighters that come to fight. We don't need to talk it up more than it needs to. We're not like these other flyweights that have a lot of bark and no bite. There's fights that have better build-ups in the weigh-ins and then at the press conference and the actual fight. Me and Steve just get in there and do it, and there'll be fireworks. It can't not be fireworks, this fight. So, I'm excited for whatever he brings to the table, and I'm sure I'll have an answer, and we'll solve that puzzle. But I can't wait.
Finally, the main event. I know you're going to tell me Izzy's going to win. Yeah. Why?
I think Drakus has gone about this the wrong way. When you're tapping into when you're trying to take a dig at Izzy, the worst thing you can do is say you're not African or you're not a real African champion. I'm from South Africa, Ivory. You're talking to a guy that's come to New Zealand at 12 or 13. There's not many Africans in New Zealand, in a small town, and for most of his life he's been told he doesn't belong in New Zealand because he's Nigerian. And now you're saying he's not Nigerian because he lives in New Zealand. It's tapping into, you're poking a bear that is, that's his identity. That's him. So that's only going to bring out the best out of Izzy, because it's more than a fight now. This is warfare, and you're coming for someone's identity, and that's the energy Izzy's had this whole camp. It's really just made him more focused, more dialed, but it's more than personal. So that's why I'm so confident in Izzy, and he's looking next level, the best he's ever looked, and he's always showing time and time again the kind of champion he is. When there's more pressure, there's more, I guess, high stakes, there's more people doubting him, and look what he's done in his whole career. So I'm excited. People should definitely be excited for this kind of fight, and I can't wait.